'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, family. Good morning, God's people. It is a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning, the Lord's day, and I'm so thankful for who He is and who He's called us to be. His joint heirs, His bride, His body, His most beloved. And I feel that way. You know, when I was coming to the end of my military career, it was always my plan to make a career out of my military service, and I went in thinking that that was going to be the case, but some things switched around, and that didn't end up being the outcome. You know, I went in with one commander, and I spoke earlier about how I was his driver. We were connected at the hip, and I saw him as this very good man who had the best intentions and really wanted to see myself as well as his other soldiers excel in our service. And we built this relationship, me being his driver. There's a lot of time that we spent together, and we had a lot of experiences together in the theater of war in Iraq as we're driving. So there's some life and death situations that we went through together, and we really built this really close bond. And I knew his heart for me was for good. And when I came back and I started to have problems with drinking, he would sit me down and we would speak about things, and he recommended some things that I could do because he had experienced those same things as a younger soldier himself. And so he put me in 12-step classes in Alcoholics Anonymous and some things like that, and really coached me through it, and got me through a very tough time for a while. And about a year and a half after or before I got out, we had a change of command ceremony, and a new commander came in. And unfortunately, this same commander didn't have the same type of heart towards me and soldiers. He was more about his own climbing the ranks, more self-indulged than the previous commander. And when he found out that I had was going to treatment and things for alcoholism, all he saw was, was a number, was a GI number. I was no longer his driver, so we never built that closer relationship. And his reaction to it was just to get the problem soldier out of his unit. And that really hurt my heart. It really changed the way I viewed my longevity, or my potential longevity in the service. And it came down to it, there was basically a get kicked out or leave type of scenario. And I ended up getting out with an honorable discharge, with all my awards and things intact, with my rank and full service connected pension and everything. But it wasn't the way that I had things in mind. It wasn't the way that I wanted to move forward. But sometimes God has other plans. I don't know if I would have redeployed and something could have happened. But there's seems to be this recognizing when it's time to move on. Sometimes there's a change of the guard and it doesn't fit anymore. And unfortunately, if there's a saying that says you don't really care how much someone knows until you know how much someone cares. And if that's not demonstrated, it's really hard to move forward.